everybody, this is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this is probably the last time I'm going to be sitting in front of the camera today because I've done a couple videos throughout the day. It's pretty late tonight, and but I am getting this Your Creative Studio box. I'm starting my whole project with this box. And so I cut the lid off, and I'm cutting the two smaller side pieces off. Okay, so there's one. Whoa, and we're trying not to bend them. Ah, trying not to. If I had, I'd already packed up my craft knife, so I have to use my Timmy scissors. Okay, so we've got those, and I just need like a scrap of paper. So I am going to glue this down on the scrap of paper. I actually have several of these, so let me get them. All right, and we could also use, instead of our expensive glue for this, let me get the glue all. Okay. So we can definitely use the glue all for this. And just kind of smush it around, so a little close. I want to leave about a 1/2 inch. You can get it up to the top as need be, but leave about a 1/2 inch here. Okay, and we're going to cut off about everything but a 1/2 inch on this side as well. So I don't know what. I got something up underneath my fingernail and I just cannot get it out. Driving me nuts. And it might be glue from an earlier process. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of match the two, the end here and the end here. These little pieces of paper are all the same size. And we're going to let that dry while I do the other one. And just kind of trying stuff out here. This just looked like it might work, so we're going to see. We're going to see. Okay, again, leave yourself about a 1/2 inch and just kind of set this long part up at the top. Go ahead and cut off, leaving about a 1/2 inch. And let's glue this. We may glue more later, but for right now, we're just going to get this so it's all on here and sticking. Old piece of tape. There we go. And just line it up top and side. Yeah, I did touch a little bit of the glue to that side, but that's okay. All right, let's get this one back and cut this other piece off. Okay. Yeah, this is the only board I've got because I've got my other one. Okay. So right here, let's go ahead think, yes. So that is a good, that is good. Now what did I do with that old bone folder I've got? All right, so here we go. So the whole idea here is that we're going to have this on this side. Let me go ahead and see where this is. There we go. And let's glue this back and this one back. Okay, let's see. Theoretically, it should work just fine. Yes, it will work just fine. Now I just need to cut it down. So, let's see if this will work. And where do I want this cut down to? So I'm going to just slide it in the side of my box. And you can make the papers the height you want before you do this. Probably be easier. I didn't think about it. We're just winging it. So you can learn by what I don't do. Oh, somebody is really trying to get a hold of me. And of course it's Etsy. Ooh, noisy. Okay. So just a teeny bit of that bottom got in my way. Okay, so we've got one that's going to fit in there and give me nice... Let's go ahead and close this. Close it. Cut it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just take my finger and kind of bend it right where I need to make my score line. There we go. And it does get through to the other one. So we're just going to fold these two and burnish. Same on this one. Kind of mark where I want that score to be. And there we go. Okay, and let's do the same thing. Put this down here and make a mark on both sides where you're going to want this to be cut. And I think this time I'll try it on my larger one. It won't be quite as noisy, I don't think. There. All right. Okay, so let's get this put away. There we go. All right. So now we have our little bits, but I don't want this to look like it looks. I want it to be a little more finished. So I'm going to take some of this really pretty washi tape and I am going to put some glue. Yep, that's what I'm going to do, all right. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down one side. Whoopsie. Get myself a straight edge on that washi tape. And then I'm putting the washi tape down. And then I'm going to cut it So there's that, and then I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on the back side of the washi tape and fold it over. And this is going to give me a much prettier top. Much prettier top. So let's do the same thing on this other side. And it doesn't really matter which one is your top or your bottom. Really. Here it is. We're going to get that down. There we go. And that is the washi. And then this way, when I use anything from your creative studio, I can give them a shout out for sending me all this wonderful free stuff to show you. Okay, really stretch this around so it is nice on the top. So there we go. So now we can put these on, and I am going to use a little better glue because it'll dry faster. Actually, we could just use some score tape. Oh, it looks like this is the end of my score tape. Okay. That is the end of that roll. I do have a little bit of this. Let's just, where are you here? Let's just take this. Straight, sorry, just straight down. And then cut it off. And we'll do that again. And I'll make sure I do it where you can see me. So I just open this up and put the tape right like that, and then flip it over. So we're going to do the other one as well, and then we'll burnish them really well. And then I can also put some glue on there because this does not go all the way from one end to the other. The big thing here though is that you want those to be equal when they touch the box. And this is also going to keep the box together because this will come out. You know, these sides will come out, so this will help keep the box together too. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's burnish these best we can. You can also put them down this way and go from the back. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take cover off. I'm going to use a little bit of the art glitter glue on this. It dries much faster. Okay, now what I need, for heaven's sakes, is I need to know where I want this stuff. So I have all these little bits of things, but this is probably the widest of the little bits. So if I put it there, is it going to allow enough? Whoopsie. Or I don't know. If I put this here, it's really going to limit me. Although I could, because I don't need the plastic. I'm not leaving them in the plastic. Okay, so there's that. Pick this up. Now you could certainly decorate the box if you wanted to. You know, but you guys can do this with any box you get. The lid is going to be pretty much the same size. So now I just want to find a ruler. I have taken everything out of here. Okay, so we're going to go from here to here, from here to... Okay, so this is kind of straight right here. All right. There. So, now if I open these up, I can stick all of these in here. And I really don't need, you know, I don't need to know since I own it now, you know, kind of thing. Now this one, most of these are going to fit in here. And these are all kind of the same theme. I'm just wanting the little flowers. I don't want to lose those. They're adorable. Put those over there. And then these papers will fit on this side. Okay. Let's see. So actually, I don't need anything, another one going this way. I need some that are going to go here. See, this, actually, I like where it's laying flat. That's super nice for all of these things. And then I've got these and this. Those will fit in there. And then my stamps will fit in here. The only thing, it will be these two pieces here. The, yeah. And so I think I would be happy if I could take part of this and do it this way. So, show you how we're going to do that. We're going to take and cut this right where I think it can be cut. I'm going to grab one of these papers that was off of the initial papers that we put on. And I'm just going to glue them down. I'm going to make them a little more square because you know me and straight. So let's see if we can straighten these up a little bit. That's a little straight now. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's close. I didn't want to cut too much off. Okay, so I'm going to glue all but about a ½ inch down. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. All right, and I'm just going to fold these right at the edge. There we go, burnish. Cool beans. Let me get my mask, my double-sided tape out again. Do the little thing. There we go. And when you do this, just a little tip, make sure you close that all the way, or you will find if you get it not closed down all the way that it will start drying out. That's like the worst thing you can do to double-sided tape, is not having it stuck down, or having it stuck down with a what do you call it? Air bubble, for lack of a better word. Yeah, if you get an air bubble in the double-sided tape, it will start to release pretty quick. All right, so I think want the prettiness on the top. I think I'm going to do it right about here. So there's that one. And then let me pull this one off. And a little glue. There we go. All right, so here is all of my bigger papers. And then I have my washi tape in here. Woohoo! I have my stamps. There we go. And my big one. So there's that in there. I got these little memo numbers. Those can go in there. So now I will be able to really see what all I have. I think these little tiny pieces I'm going to put down in here as well. Little tiny pieces. Let's see, I got more papers. And these will go in there. And my little scraper. Okay, yeah, these. Nope, let's put these right in here. They don't fit wonderfully, but they do fit. Okie dokie. Okay, and then these little papers. So we're just going to slide these little buggers right in where they belong. So I have the tallest. And I have these little flowers. And we're going to put these, come here. Put these down in there. All these little teeny pieces of paper will go right down in here. so I don't lose any of them. And then these are fairly large, and we'll stick these down in here too. There. Now I can get rid of all of that packaging. I have my little flower, and I'm going to put that right here. And then I'll just lay these on there. So there, haven't done anything with the product yet, but oh my goodness, perfect little box for you to make for yourself for when you're going to want to do clusters or, you know, anything like that, snippet rolls, anything like that. You can also add in here anything that you want. I think I'm going to stick this little fella. I better use that pretty quick because these flowers are just falling off left and right. But you can also put in here, I am going to stick that a little sideways. Stick that up like that. You can also put in here material and laces and things like that, and then go right out to your TV and maybe a TV tray or a lap tray and put together fun things for yourself. Okay, so there's more to come, so don't worry. I'll be back in a sec.